rebel.
It's your boy Hype, aka Black Freckle.
I don't know how you raw hype, but we raw hype responsibly.
Ooh. This motherfucker.
What it do, man?
What it do?
Goose is back, baby!
Hey.
Shut up, bitch! Oh, man, I'm just trying to talk a little bit. Shit. We're not gonna treat people like that in 2023,
I know, right?
man.
2023.
Nigga, it's 2023, bro. I remember reading in the Weekly Reader as a kid that we have flying cars by now, man. You got a lighter?
I think I'll give it to you. But we always complained over the last few years how the Jetsons and shit told us what the future's supposed to look like.
Oh, yeah, remember George Jetson was born not too long ago? Like,
For real?
George Jetson was born in like 2022 or some shit.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
but no, what they saying is a lot of the shit is on there. They got a meme and shit that show they be doing FaceTime now.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
robots and shit be your maids and cooking and shit. Because you know that's the new thing.
What is?
Maids, robot people and like robot servants and shit.
Oh, yeah. Slaves.
Slaves, exactly. Now they're like, okay, y'all didn't like it when we did it to y'all brown folks.
Right.
Now how about we do it to
George Jetson was
the
born.
Terminator?
You see that on the back?
I thought you had it way bigger than that.
I do now.
There you go. No,
July of 2022.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, why did I know George Jetson was born last
Which is
year?
crazy. But hey, his birthday, he about to be a year in a couple months.
Oh, I swear, bro. So soon, we gonna have all that shit. I want to see what's up with those Judy. Ain't that her name? Judy Jetson?
Wasn't that? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I want to
See?
see what's up with her.
How old is she?
She ain't even born.
That's
I think
a fact.
his daughter, not his wife.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, though, man. But yeah, man.
What's
shout out
up,
to Jetson.
man? I thought you was playing the
Man.
video.
Oh, nah, I just put it in the background, just leave it right there. You know what I'm saying?
But not play it.
Nah, it's the raw hype in the back.
Yeah, but it doesn't look as good as the actual one that does
I
that.
just wanted to try something different for 2023.
Which should be
And-
playing the video.
No, what it was gonna be is that when I look up stuff, you'll be able to see it behind us. You feel me? Like the George Jetson.
Yes.
You feel me? I thought we was on
Joe
the same page, type of thing.
Oh,
I wanted to
man.
make it look like we discussed it beforehand. Yeah, that's the new shit.
That's what we should be doing. The 2020,
Yeah, man.
2020 the
But,
George Jetson.
I'm in here talking to this nigga before the show. He's like, man, I ain't seen you in like 2 or 3 months. I'm like, damn, for real? Oh, yeah, man. That's because I had a job. Did I ever tell y'all I had a job?
They don't know nothing that's been happening in our lives. I literally want to say for the holiday season. I'm talking, they know what we ate
I've had
for
a lot of shit
Thanksgiving.
going on, but I don't even want to get into it because
We're going to say that for Patreon, man.
because the Jacksonville
We
Jaguars
owe them.
are about to play in a playoff game.
Playoffs, baby. Oh, this is what I was looking for.
Today, baby. So if you hear this and the Jags lost,
Just,
man, that's gonna hurt. But honestly, this season is a success for the Jags, no matter what.
no matter what. Because technically, it looks like they're ahead of schedule.
I agree. I mean, them niggas picked first 2 years in a row.
Mhm.
I said
years
this
in a row?
on Xbox the
So who
other
the
day.
fuck they had the year before?
They picked Trevor the year before. This Trevor's second year.
Yeah, but you
And
said
then
they had
last
first
year,
2
they
years.
picked Trayvon Walker. He had defensive lineman.
He was a number. Oh, when you say first, I thought you meant number one pick.
Yeah,
He was a number one pick.
yeah. You don't pick a quarterback. You already got one. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
I was saying,
Sorry,
I
continue.
bet there's never been a team in the history of teams that picked number one 2 years in a row and then won their division the next year. That's never happened. I don't care what nobody says. Hell, how many teams picked number one twice in a row? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say that.
Yeah, that never happened before. It couldn't happen.
Well, listen, man, we putting out that good energy tonight. My nigga's finna be in the stadium.
Front row, let my blunt blow, baby. I'm gonna smoke some with the Jags.
You got to, man.
I'm talking about why the game's still going on. When there's 1 minute left,
Nigga
I'm
holler at
gonna
the
spark
ref
up.
like, yo, come. You earned this shit, my man. Here.
I'm gonna
take that.
spark up right there in the front row. I'm gonna just be like,
For the day.
we did it, baby.
But
Yeah, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
They deserve it, man. The city deserves it. Because
The
again,
city
you
on
got
fire.
I
Can
know.
you feel it?
Damn
Yeah.
near. I feel like
Yeah.
it might literally be on
Yeah.
fire tonight.
And to me, that's what people don't understand about sports, man.
Oh.
I seen somebody say something so dumb about sports the other day that I was gonna send it to you, but it was so dumb I didn't even want to share it. It was a Facebook post saying that I don't know why y'all so happy about the Jaguars. There's still homeless people in the city.
What?
I don't know, man.
Oh, there's still homeless people. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought
Yeah.
it was like a dig at them or something.
Nah,
I don't know
it's
why
like-
y'all care about them niggas. They still homeless. I'm like, wait,
They're not
the
that.
nigga with the $1 million contract?
It's like, why do y'all get mad at everything people happy for? Because you know I don't fuck with holidays, but I don't get like mad when people
You don't be
celebrate
a
holidays. Yeah, I just like I always say, I don't like the money aspect.
It's funny you just said that because I was literally just talking to my lady maybe while we was in New York, I'll get to that. I was watching the Lakers game, and she's like, "Man, you really just watching the Lakers game?" I say, "Yo, we in bed, about to go to sleep at 12 o'clock at night. What do you want me to do right now?"
Be on vacation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then I go, the reason a lot of women, because it's mostly women, or people who have that same feeling about something else. So remove woman. It's either a person who doesn't have that feeling about anything in life, or someone who has something else that they care for in life like that. Because it's like a joyful thing. When your team is doing well, you feel joyful.
Yeah.
When they don't, you don't feel joyful.
Yeah, it hurts.
Some people feel like, they take it a bit too
bail
far.
on the Jags. They hurt me so much.
That is something you can only understand through something like sports or something. Like it takes competition for you to feel that way.
It just sucks because, for me, I'm one of those people that my reason for rooting for the Jags can never be replaced.
And that's what I'm saying.
And I learned that when I was just I'm over the Jags. And there was just there's nothing else to do. It's like I have to root for the Jags.
I was listening to this Laker podcast guy, and he literally was saying his earliest memory in life was him watching Laker games with his father. So he's like, naturally, as I'm growing, this is a part of our life. So now I'm 30 plus, and I'm having a show that I talk about the Lakers because it's literally been a part of my life. When they won championships, that should feel good when the team you supported wins, yo.
See, for me, I realized I wasn't a Lakers fan truly when Kobe got older and stopped playing and shit. But then even now, it's like, if I'm not rooting for the Lakers, I don't enjoy basketball.
It's like, you messing with a lady and she got a stepkid, and you probably never really gave a fuck about the kid, but you rolled it out. We won some games. Right. We had some fun times. Yes. But when the team fucked up and you don't fuck with her no more, you ain't keeping up with the nigga. But if you see him, you be like, "Oh, man, good to see."
I hope you winning in life.
Exactly. I hope you doing well.
And
it's one of those.
I also it's not a true rivalry, but it's a rivalry of sorts that Kobe and LeBron had.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's one of those.
So it's hard to root for that too.
Not only that, it's one of those things where, sadly, RIP to go Kobe. It's always that they never met into this. You know what I'm saying? Like they never played. So it's it's an unanswerable thing. Yes. So if you on LeBron or Kobe side, you will never cross because there's nothing now that can make you cross.
Agreed. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
So I'm so diehard Kobe. And also I'm a little mad at the Lakers for how they ruined the end of Kobe's career.
And how
they ruined the end of Kobe's career to me is the butterfly effect of him being dead.
Listen, you said that, and every time you said that, it always sounds like something you shouldn't say. Because how you gonna put a whole organization?
Because it's easy.
No, but I get your point. It's you made it okay when you say butterfly effect, which essentially means these things are all connected, even though they seem small.
All right, I'm gonna go to the game tonight. All right, I'm going to the Jaguars playoff game tonight. Right? If I spent my time before I went to the game doing something else besides sitting here with you and recording this podcast, my experience at the game would be different. Even though they have nothing to do with each other. They'll be different in a way of I'm driving from a different distance to go to the game. You feel what I'm saying? Or if I'm driving from whatever distance I would have been, I got there at a different time. So now my entire day is altered. And that's just how I view it.
Or even let's say we had one of the greatest episodes we didn't ever have. That energy is going to travel, so you're going to feel even better. Man, the Giants going to win today. A good day.
That's also true, though.
Even when we set up and you press record and something that never, ever happens. The first thing I say, well, the Lord's here today.
It's the truth, bro. So that's why I say it. It's like the last time the Jaguars made the playoffs, the Eagles won the Super Bowl that year with their backup quarterback, right? And then people say, well, if Carson Wentz wouldn't have got hurt, the Eagles would have still won the Super Bowl, right? And we know that wouldn't have happened because that's just not how life works. Even if the other quarterback is better than the guy that won, if they traded places, them winning something would happen to change it just because that's just how life is.
That's just how life is. That's why people always say the Lakers only won that chip because Kendrick Perkins wasn't there. And it's like, I agree with that. mean, you can say that, but what if he was also the reason they still lost?
I agree with that in the context of
probability.
Yes,
but when one probability changes, it changes another probability.
Oh yeah,
the butterfly effect.
The guy that played in this game 7 that was fucking up.
Yes,
You know,
And his fuck ups cost them the game.
of course. Yes, it's a ridiculous thing to say.
The
But go
butterfly
on.
effect. A minute localized change in a complex system can have large effects elsewhere. Elsewhere.
You want to know how I know the definition of butterfly effect?
Because you watched the movie and it was a great movie with Adam.
I thought Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. I was like,
yeah, okay.
right,
That's
go ahead.
weird because I've never watched the movie. But it is that simple as if you travel back in time and you step on a butterfly, it could change the whole outlook of history. And it's like,
wait a minute, that's what happened?
I don't know. I never seen.
Oh, okay. I was supposed to say. I don't think that's what happened.
That's like the analogy is what it is.
No, yes.
Yeah.
But I was trying to remember the movie while you was talking.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the nigga stepping
Like,
on the
that's what
butterfly.
hey. I said I didn't watch it. But
I know, but you sounded like
you know. But,
I ain't watch it, but I know the
but
synopsis.
I think the phrase to create the movie is why it's called butterfly effect.
Yes.
Like I think that's the origin of the phrase in a sense.
And
I'm totally.
I was watching this nature shit, and it was literally showing how nature butterfly effects is. It's like a sand dune area where the salt from that goes into the water, which then changes the color of the water, which then invites different animals to come there, which then that travels literally all the way to why certain things are on the other side of the fucking world.
Oh, yeah,
and it started with like salt sand over it. It's like, yo,
slow.
what the fuck?
Total change here.
Come on, you know we here.
You watched old dude that was on Lil Dicky's show, Stand Up?
What
His
is
manager
that?
with the red hair.
Oh no, I just saw it last night. Like it's available. It's called like cheeseburgers or something. Yeah, I ain't watching it.
Andrew Santino, maybe?
Hey, go for it.
That
Shout
nigga
him out.
Stand Up is funny.
Not funny enough for you to remember his name.
That's not important.
But no,
I know his last name's Santino.
the reason when you said that and I said that because he is funny, and I said
I didn't know he was funny like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, oh man, I'm gonna watch that. So what? It's odd that you bringing it up, and
That shit is
but
funny,
that's why I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, he got some standout jokes in that bitch that's just funny. And it's not even hilarious. It's like funny.
See, that's the people, right? I don't know what you truly believe or think, but I believe and you think that you enjoy Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the GOATs.
Yes.
So if you ain't gonna be goatish, I don't even want to try.
Yes.
Right?
That's definitely me. It's like, I need to see you in person if you're at the go. Like if you at a local comedy club or I go to your comedy show, perfect. But if you're on Netflix, you need to be
go.
Yes.
But so Santino is how I look at things. If you just be constantly funny, it's almost like you walking them down with the jab. When you hit them with your 2 or 3 rights, your show can be, let me find out what my 3 right hooks gonna be, and when I'm gonna hit them, and then I'm gonna just jab them all the way.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's what he did.
Yes, and he got some scary topics because there's some topics that I say if you talk about this, it ain't no way you can be funny. He doesn't have this topic, but I'm gonna give you an example. Is COVID? If you talk about COVID in a stand-up today, there's no way that it can be funny to me.
Challenge
Like,
accepted.
how many niggas got COVID out there? Okay, listen, I had COVID so many goddamn times. No, but you're not.
But a perfect example. That's an example of how to attack it. Attack it mockingly in this type of conversation.
And fast.
Yes.
So it's like you got to
In
do
and
it
out.
fast. Yes. All right.
So it's doable.
I don't hate that.
Continue.
Okay.
You did, but I'll just say that to say, man, I feel like that's one of your next evolution is to truly open up your comedic wings. Spread your love and fly, oh me, oh my.
I'm even more lost.
With the island reference. But no, because, man, I was just telling you this a second ago.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Ready. Your brand of comedy, your style of comedy, and your comedic everything is necessary. Right. Because these people out here are not good, but ultimately, it's necessary for you. I was watching, I think it was Charlie Clips, the battle rapper, and he was literally saying, some day ago, he woke up because he was killing niggas in battles. And he's like, what happened? He's like, man, I really realized I was playing with my blessing. And it goes back to what I was telling my lady. She has a talent to just see fucking shapes and she can draw damn well. So I told her, you draw so good that your kids draw good. Right. So it's like you have so much of something that it passed on naturally to your kids who are still elite at it. I was like, you can't just bullshit with that. And then you think about things like
any talent that I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this question just came to my mind.
Give it, man.
Do you have a talent that doesn't have to do with talking?
I don't know.
I don't think I do.
Listening?
Listening and then replying. So talking.
I don't know. But see,
I wish I did.
I never explored anything else. I just ran my mouth for 30 years.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
But for me, it was for 40. But yes, man, I don't have a talent that doesn't involve talking.
But ultimately, you don't really know. I don't know either. And it's because we spent most of our talented energy focused on something that hasn't been working well. So
talking has instant gratification, though.
Yes. It's undeniable. You can tell if you're looking at a person or you see somebody watching what you're saying, if they enjoyed it, if they don't like it, if they're disgusted, if they have instant. But it's undeniable. You can't, a lot of people can't have their face.
True. Yeah, instant gratification.
Speaking of work, I also had to go ahead and get me another job. Times is hard on the boulevard.
That's why the fuck we haven't seen each other. I got a job. You got 2 jobs. Oh,
tons of shit, man. But anyway, I was at work and we gonna get to that.
I don't work there no more.
We gonna get there. I was at work the other day and literally 2 people ran up to me and it was like, man, I was looking for somebody. I said, who are you looking for? He's like, stepdaddy. And I immediately say, oh shit.
Right.
So 2 things I said in that moment. I was like, damn, man, that's pretty dope. I ain't say shit about the Raw Hype. Mm-hmm. I wore the shirt to work a couple times, right? But that's it. Literally, I don't talk about the Raw Hype. I don't mention shit. Right. My brother Biggs walked into big up yourself, Biggs. And
big up.
We don't talk about it. So the fact that somebody came in and it was 2 motherfuckers, which means that motherfucker talked to that motherfucker. Right. So I say all that to say, what was I saying?
That you were real nigga.
No. Oh, when that happened, I thought 2 things in that moment. I was like, damn, it feels good that somebody can go find the Raw Hype, see that it's me, react to me in Raw Hype fashion,
right?
Without me doing anything to cause it,
right?
And then my second thought was, well, I can't say the shit I was gonna say about work on this show anymore because now niggas listening.
These niggas dumb as hell at my job. Every last one of them.
The 2 things that hit me right at the same time. It was joy, and then it was like, oh shit,
man.
I had a reason. I don't remember why I said that, but I had a reason for why I went on that mention.
So I'm gonna just keep it. Damn, this motherfucker Dusty. Where use this?
Dog, just now when I was looking for the applause. The reason I couldn't find them, that motherfucker Dusty.
People be saying shit like, yeah, man, I got a PlayStation. That motherfucker just collected dust. Like, nigga, our machine that we plug into to record for the podcast, that motherfucker for real is collecting dust.
It's one of those you can go.
I swear, goddamn. But anyway, man.
Anyway, baby. Glad to see you again, man. How about we start with that?
Samesies, man. But honestly, you're weird in that way of when I seen you, you know how when you see somebody that you haven't seen in a while and you feel like that happiness because you haven't seen them in so long? I don't have that when I see you because I talk to you all the time. So
that nigga set a nigga up like, man, you know that feeling?
I didn't have
like when you ain't see a nigga and you like happy as hell?
It's not
when I see you, I don't feel none of that.
I didn't feel none of that. Like, if you would have been, like, when you said, damn, nigga, I haven't seen you in like 3 months, I'm like, damn, for real? You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, that be somebody you don't talk to all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we don't talk, like, all the time like we once did because of jobs and shit.
But all the time enough.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, I feel like technology is ending that.
No doubt.
Because now,
you know me, I'll send a video message just for the fuck of it. Like, it won't even be like, hey, nigga, look at the bullshit I'm going through. It'll just be on some shit like, nigga, I didn't want to send it.
Exactly. I didn't feel like sending a memo now. I don't got to tell them, here go a video. Which goes back to my point. Like, you still see the person. So, like, you cut your hair and shit. And this ain't the first time I'm seeing it because I didn't see how you cut your hair before.
That's exactly how I mean it, though.
It's one of those.
Yeah, it's like technology is the reason for that.
But basically what you just said, technology is robbing our joy. Because what once would have been a joyful moment, you just heard a nigga with. Nigga, you know that amazing feeling you get when somebody you love just come in the door? Nigga, I ain't felt that.
But it's like, nigga, I seen you in New York.
Yes.
For real. It's like, how could I miss a nigga I seen in New York and I wasn't even there? You know?
It's one of those things where you be like, how you been? Well, nigga, you know.
Like, for real, you almost offended. Like, nigga, you respond, you slid up. Talk to me. But yes, so I think that's the reason why, you know?
Internet is robbing your joy.
Yeah.
Because again, it also gives it to you. Because I talked to my uncle over the holiday, and I realized I ain't talking to my uncle. Like, well, not only talked to him, like we all was zoomed,
Right.
so everybody was on the call. Literally, like 10 motherfuckers on the call. I don't see how people do that shit. Number one, but number two. And it was not just him, it was my aunt too. Like people I know exist who I love, but just don't talk to because again, they ain't in technology. Like he was at his church.
Like you for real don't exist if you ain't on the internet. And it's one of the reasons that I don't like to go away from it. Because you know me, I start fucking with it for a minute. And then it's like, yo, you for real don't exist without that shit.
Yeah, they forget about you.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
And it's not like that part bothers me. It's the part of like, people don't exist to me. Because you know me, I don't want to be called, you know what I'm saying? And like that kind of shit. So there's people that I fuck with and shit, you know, on some, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. I guess it's a balancing beam. Because like I said, what I was saying is on that call with him and my aunt and stuff, it felt amazing, yo. Like, yo, I ain't seen these people. We was talking about when we last went to Canada, which prompted our next trip to Canada. We about to go to Canada in a couple months, man.
Man, I've been needing to slide to Canada.
We're going to Toronto too, so pull up, baby.
Man, I ain't got a passport right, man.
I know, that's where we getting that shit. I got to get mine renewed.
I had a passport card and I lost the card. Well, the bank
you can't go international with the card, though.
But my whole point is they won't just let me renew my passport. Since it was lost, I got to go up there and do a meeting and all this bullshit. And I'm just like, man, this too much.
See, that's my point. This is an example where technology should step in.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do that.
No,
hey, can I zoom you real quick, make sure you still real, you bro. And you ain't a Taliban nigga or something trying to get this passport?
Shit
absolutely.
Corny,
10 p.m.?
Yeah, I don't like none of that shit, man. But
swag, man.
Travel, man.
And so after, like, again, we're going to get on the Patreon so we can get real nitty gritty on what's been going on in our lives a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
But the result is, I just came back from New York, nigga. That's a nigga on TikTok who owns a diner. He makes it the Aki way.
My nigga, I hate to keep doing this, but you keep saying things that remind me of things that I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to do it.
Go ahead.
Have you seen the nigga on TikTok named Keith Lee?
Yeah. Listen, yo, he's a perfect. We was talking earlier today about, the raw hype love. It comes, it goes, but it slowly grows. And it's like, yo, man, we got to get some residuals from this in the sense of like, this shit need to pick up. And then I was talking to Biggs. He was like, nigga, y'all got a ton of fucking subscribers. Y'all are partners. Like, y'all are elevating. I was like, yeah, nigga, but we old. And old niggas shit got to accelerate. Say all that to say, Keith Lee, I've been watching this nigga for some months, right? When
me too.
He was still just a kind guy who used to be UFC and shit, and now he don't know what to do with his life.
He bought some expensive ass cookies. That's how I see it.
Like, see, I seen him when he was crying in his car about what he's going to do because his wife was pregnant and shit.
Oh, you've been watching way
That's what I mean. But this is what I mean.
He was up by the time I was
literally, within 2-3 months.
For real?
This nigga is the talk of the Twitter.
So when you say you've been watching for months, you mean like a couple of months?
Yes, I mean like maybe 5 months or so. 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, this nigga came up, bro.
This is, again, back to technology. He's reviewing foods and shit, helping businesses immensely. And he's just a good guy doing it. If you don't know Keith.
Bruh. I'm like, man, I could be doing this in Orlando.
He going to New York next week.
But he came up on one city, but it's a good city.
Yes,
good city to come up here. You can do 1 million reviews in Las Vegas.
Exactly, and never touch the same food.
Oh, yeah.
But I say all of that to say, this man, like, literally... Like now he's getting like ad deals and shit with like Chipotle and shit because they like
a video with Mr. Beast.
Exactly, shit like that. So it's like his life went from 0 to 160 instead of 0 to 60 in 2-3 months.
I seen a video that Mr. Beast made in 2015, and he said I scheduled this video to drop in 2020. He was like, I got 8,000 and some subscribers. He was like, I better have 1 million subscribers by then. Like, he set it to post in 2020. He's like, I better have 1 million subscribers by then. He was like, I got a history test tomorrow. I wonder if I remember he was in high school. He's like, I wonder if I remember what I'm gonna make on the test. Then he talked about it. He said, man, I didn't prepare for this, but I'm just winging it. You better have 1 million subscribers. And then he just went on. I seen that nigga like origin story, bro. They said niggas used to make fun of that nigga in high school because all he did was talk about YouTube.
I think I seen. No, he was on Joe Rogan.
That nigga was like, hey, where you want to go? Nah, bro. I'm gonna be a YouTuber, bro. And he said,
that nigga like quit college or something while being in his car doing YouTube and shit.
Like, I want to say he dropped out of college his freshman year. And in this video, he was like, I'll be done with college by then. That nigga was not done. But I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, it's like Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
He, real quick, like I know Mr. Beast enough, but this the part I didn't know. Does he just make money off the internet and then give money off the internet?
Yep.
So all that money he gives away came from just the internet?
Yep.
That's crazy, man.
But anywho, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Oh, you were saying? Oh, no.
You were saying like you watched him come up and what he is.
So essentially, I was saying that in the sense of you can literally, in the technology, go from 0 to 60 in 2-3 months. His life is literally completely different.
Yes, bro. Like he reviewed some Frank's pizza shop, right? And went in there and talked to the owner. He said Frank was cool, came out and talked to him the whole nine. He said Frank was like, well, so what do you do? And he was like, I kind of thought that was like an odd question or whatever. And then he said, well, I'm a food critic or whatever. He was like, oh, okay, cool. Then he reviewed his food, and then this dude's restaurant fucking blew up, right? Frank like, I don't know this dude. He's like, this dude just came in here or whatever and just whatever, right? But he was saying that Frank was like saying, he asked him what he do because he said he talked to all his customers. Like he talked to all of them, like, what's up? What you got going on? What do you do? What do you this? What do you that? And the fucking place was lying around the corner. So then he went back up there. He said he was trying to call them, couldn't even get through because there's so many people coming up there. He said he went back up there and just kind of surprised them. And Frank turned around and asked everybody. He said, hey, how many of y'all recognize this dude right here? And every single person in the restaurant knew who this nigga was, and it was only there because he reviewed their food and said it was good. Like, I'm like, yo, he finna turn this shit into a franchise.
But that wasn't the first one. That wasn't even the second one.
It's the one that blew him up.
No.
It had to be. That shit was on the news.
Yes, but it's because he did it before. He did it like 2 or 3 times before, and it was on the news. And so it was like, okay, whatever he said to go, we gonna go. So that's why Frank got like, you know when shit's bubbling up, but that's, you know when shit's bubbling up, and then you happen to be the reciprocate of like when it hits it.
That nigga said his wings was a 10 out of 10.
Yes, it did, yo. That's my point. I remember watching him review the food before the frenzy. So it's like he reviewed the food.
I thought it was before the frenzy. I thought this Frank thing was the big thing for him.
Oh man, he had it before. No, but what I'm saying is, I watched the talk. What do you call it? What do you call a TikTok? Do you know a snap is a snap?
A TikTok.
Oh, well, I watched the episode of his TikTok where he got the food because somebody. A lot of times, what happened is someone else says, "Oh man, I tried, and it was great." And he's like, "I got it."
Yes. So and his videos do not even be edited dope or nothing. He do the close up on his face, and that's it. And he be regular. He don't be trying to be funny. He just
the man sits down in like his daughter's Minnie Mouse chair.
And he be in the car a lot. I'm like, yo, this nigga came I didn't even know he was a MMA fighter until recently. I'm like, he came up like, when niggas come up like that, man, it doesn't make me jealous in a negative way.
No.
It makes me jealous like in a mad at myself way. Like, man, you should be on that bitch posting every day about something, man.
And it be a lot of people like him who say that same thing. So, of course, from him, everybody and their mama going around their city.
Because nothing
you want to try the best burger in the city? I got it right here. You know
that nigga Mr. Beast was like, he said, if you want to post videos and shit and you want to be on YouTube, he said, don't holler at me until you done made 100 videos.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
He said, post 100 videos.
They ain't gonna be good.
He said, they ain't gonna be good and ain't nobody watch it. And that's real,
a fact,
bro.
man.
You know I've been saying shit like that for so long.
Because it's a fact, but it still is human nature.
He was like, just make your next video better than your last one.
That's all you can. But that's all you can do.
That's some real
so
shit.
Again,
to me, Mr. Beast a genius. Like I think he's a genius.
He has to be. But he dedicated his life to it.
They
like you
said, that nigga make his thumbnails and then make a video about the thumbnails.
And
they was like, nigga, he was like, what's the key to YouTube? That nigga say thumbnails.
But is that still the case?
To this dog, go look at all this nigga thumbnails. I'll show him to you.
Well, no, another thing I heard from him that was like the hardest shit ever. How he said he gets the star of the other. I said that shit on the Raw Hype before. He gets whoever the like a popular star is in another country and get that person to dub over the video that he made.
Yeah.
So he's like, man, you know how much different countries you can get money from? So that's why the nigga.
Look at his thumbnails. They all hard. They all jump off the screen. You
like
can tell
this one literally like, jump off.
He has a thing that he want to do with every thumbnail. They all look the same, but they all he make them like I used to talk about this with rap. If I'm rapping, I want to rap like you ain't never heard me before. Like this is the first time somebody gonna hear you, especially if it's a feature. He make thumbnails like this the first video you ever gonna see of me. I want that motherfucker to jump off the screen.
That look like them No Limit CD covers back in the day. All them bitches look the same, but they got that little difference.
That nigga's got a
and
video.
They all got that
I
tank.
spent 50 hours buried alive. Got a grave behind. I'm sorry, bro. That's cold. He a cold
Look,
nigga, man.
all them shits is 100 million,
200 million
64
views.
million, 300 million. That's
Dog.
money, dog.
This nigga eating, bro.
That's money.
Like, I admire him, bro. I really do.
Yeah. It's
I admire him.
admirable. It's admirable. No, but back to what I was saying though, we're natural people, so it's like if you do something and you're not seeing results, you're gonna be discredited. And then you see somebody else, like a Keith. No disrespect to Keith, shout him out, but like there's food critics who've been food criticking for 5-6 years.
Bro.
He didn't do nothing special.
I say
He
this,
just went and ate
I
food.
heard Aiden Ross say this. That is 60% grind and 30% luck, and then 10% time. And DJ Academics was like, yep, I could give you that.
Not only that, I push that 10 into that 30 because the timing is mixed with the luck.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's 60-40.
It's 60-40.
60 grind, 40% timing and luck.
Yep.
That's the simplified.
So if you want it broken down, the 30 is for the...
It's definitely 60-40.
But I always like to tell people, man, they act like
a
luck.
big percentage. But it's not bigger than the work. That's the point.
Ooh.
It's not bigger than the work.
It might be, man.
It's not, bro. Bro, you seen that kind of the hitchhiking, the hitchhiking homeless dude?
No.
It's a Netflix special about him. My guy, bro. You gotta watch it. You got to watch it, bro.
Okay. Can you give me anything about it?
Oh yeah, I'll show you this video real quick.
No, because I was watching this other show, man, and I was gonna tell you to watch it, but like it's starting to bother me because it's confusing me, man. Is this show about? It's called Paul T something, and he like tells a story about how his like wife and shit was like.
I'll just show you the trailer if you don't mind.
No problem.
All right.
And it's a good time it took us. I completely forgot what the movie was
about. Kai, the hitchhiking hatchet hero.
This dude went from this heroic, beautiful person to wanted for murder.
An absolute bizarre scene here in West Fresno. A man plows his car into a PG&E worker, pinning him against his truck.
Two women are trying to help him. He runs up and he grabs one of them, man. So I fucking ran up behind him with a hatchet. Smash, smash.
I feel like I saw that video.
Smash.
You did. So he becomes an internet sensation back in 2013, right? So he's like this hero. They trying to give him his own reality show. Like they sat him down to give him a reality show, and he said, "Man, I just want to go smoke weed in the Bay Area, bro." That's like, "Man, you'll have millions." He was like, "Man, I'm straight, right?" Nigga was on the Jimmy Fallon show, right? So basically, somebody attacked somebody. He came up and smashed him, right? So they said at the end of the day, I'm just gonna tell you, the story comes out that he was hitchhiking. Somebody picked him up, and him and the dude that he picked up was smoking a joint together. And then he talked about the joint was laced. And then the dude go crazy and attack somebody. And then he beat the dude. He beats the dude up and everybody treats him like a hero.
Holy
so
shit.
He becomes this internet sensation. He a hero. He on Jimmy Fallon the whole nine. And then some more time had passed where he just beat somebody to death and he got 57 years in prison and shit. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like they was trying to give him his own reality show when they ain't even know his real name, bro.
Which would have saved his life.
Listen how, no it wouldn't. Listen to how money worked though in Hollywood. Like they drove that nigga 500 miles to the Jimmy Kimmel show, bro. Because he was like, he didn't have no ID. I'm like, y'all don't even know who this nigga is. And y'all like, hey,
if y'all knew, if y'all knew.
We can make some money, get your ass out there, bro. Money weird, bro.
And money weird. You used to give people credit for being weird, but money is usually why those people are weird.
Yes, bro.
Either they trying to get it or somebody got it from them.
Straight up.
One or the other.
Money weird, bro.
Money weird. Because like that, they're like, people are risking their lives. They don't know he killed niggas who he catch rides with. And y'all niggas driving them 500 miles.
Like, for real, they were like letting him stay in their house and shit. Like, niggas thought he was a hero, bro.
Man, that's crazy. See, this is why they want robots and shit, man. Because people are deceiving. You know what I'm saying? He comes off as a nice, kind, helping person, not a fucking hatchet murderer.
All right, bro. It's time, man.
Oh, for what?
For them bars.
This nigga that came out of nowhere with it.
Man, it's time for the bars,
Young
baby.
hatchet.
Time.
Hatchet.
Time.
Chop him up.
Gotta chop him up.
No disrespect to anybody who is involved in the chopping of the chop him like some wood.
Hey.
What you doing? I'm up to no good. Fingers out. hitchhiking. If you pick me up, you might not like it. You might be dead at the end of the road, cause a nigga gotta do what he's supposed. Got a hatchet in my pants in case I'm smoking weed with a man and he get all out of control and I don't understand. Then he put up his hand and I had to chop the hand. And then he put the other hand, I had to chop him again. I ain't got no time, man. I gotta live. How about a show, man? I ride to smoke weed with some kids.
I'm a hero. I'm gonna hit him in his fucking face. We was blowing on the joint and he didn't know it's lace. I put some shit up in and then he started acting funny. I whooped his ass and then they offered me all kinds of money. And I'm like, damn, I be on that Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. I'm just on that bitch wildin'. I'm going to an island with the money that I done got. And I done had to find another nigga fucked up and he shot it. Now they trying to find me. And I'm like, damn, man, I'm innocent.
How low?
And they said, give me a TV show. I'm in this bitch. And nigga, I thought of that for a second.
Chop a move.
Hey.
Chop a move.
Hey.
Chop a move. Nigga had to chop a move.
Hey,
Chop a
hitchhiking, man.
move.
Hey, I'm a hitchhiking, man. But shout out to Kai, hatchet wielding hitchhiker. Whatever the fuck
Whatever his name
That
is.
nigga name ain't even Kai. Nigga had an interview. He said, hey, I'm Kai, man. That nigga name ain't.
No, he said I'm high, man. They misunderstood him. And now we on this whole journey. All cause nigga misunderstood.
I'm gonna just keep Pimp C in the background for the rest of the episode.
Hey,
man.
listen, I
Sweet
fuck-
John.
Speaking of Pimp C and hoes, I told you the other day, because is there another light in that box?
Nah.
Okay, I hope not.
I ain't that stupid.
I'm about to say. I told you this the other day, right? Y'all know here on TheRawHype, if y'all listen to TheRawHype, if y'all are avid TheRawHypers, y'all know how I have been fighting the good fight to connect men and women.
Right.
If you know one of my phrases, one of my new things to ask people is, what are you doing to help the relationship between men and women? Because I was a proponent for that, right?
Here we go.
I don't think I am no more.
Wow.
I don't think I am no more. Man, listen, I think it's unfixable. Like the ditch that has been digged for men and women is unfixable.
Time out. Let me get a time out, man. Hold up. All right, guys. Rebel. Hold up. Let me change this background, man.
I just can't do it anymore, man. And I'm on record trying hard. So it's not like I'm one of the motherfuckers who just did it for a little bit and gave up. I've been trying to fix men and women relationships for years, man. It's a lot of like unnecessary untruths that we walk around believing that leads to this friction that we all have.
Listen, man.
And the friction is transferable. I'm gonna give you a quick example, right? Can I give an example? Quick example. I just saw a video clip, and I'm gonna give you a double example.
Okay.
This is an example of why it would never work, and then this is an example of why it would never work.
Right, okay.
So I was watching this clip of Eddie Curry, the former basketball player.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he said he had a baby mama,
Uh-huh.
in which he paid her $1 million in child support.
Oh, yeah. I know
Right?
what you about
He
to say.
went to court, and the court said, "You ain't paid shit.
Right.
You have to pay her $1 million in child support." He's like, "No, hold up. I got the receipts. I got the MoneyGram. I got the wire. I got everything to prove that I've paid this money."
Right.
And the response was, "Well, you didn't pay us. You didn't
Right.
pay that, so you have to repay it again.
Yeah, it's a gift.
It's a gift."
Right.
That's not good for men and women relationship.
Right.
Because, and here I'm gonna tell you why it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to do with that situation.
Right.
It makes me hate women.
Look at that.
It makes me hate women. A man could take care of you with $1 million and you find a loophole to try to get him another $1 million. And then there's a woman judge up there telling you it's okay to do that. I have nothing to do with this situation.
You don't know it was a woman, Jim.
No, it was a woman judge. I'm telling you this researchedly.
You researched this?
Well,
Really?
I mean, they was talking about it in the comments. So
we-
that's my research,
good enough.
Dago. That's good enough for my argument.
Look how much you respect y'all.
But no, it goes to my point.
Yeah, I researched.
Something that has nothing to do with me affects my relationship with women.
But you choosing to hate them, bro. All right, let me attack you real quick. Okay, let me attack you, man.
Attack me?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I asked this man. I'm gonna say, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna say a year ago, but I'm thinking 2 years ago. to give up on humanity as a whole. He refuses to do it. It's like the, and I'm not trying to say I'm ahead of you or nothing like that. It's just the I'm 1 year older than you thing.
It matters.
Yeah, it does. Because
I always ask you, like, when the age, I say, yo, how was, he's like, man, I'm about to turn 37. I say, nigga, how was 37, man? Or how's 36? Let me know if I get there. Was it a good year?
It really does. And I've been saying this since I was like in my early 30s, bro, of I understand why old people hate young people and why old people have given up on humanity. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I gave up on humanity, which in turn made me give up on my relationship between men and women. The only thing that I will say is that I learned things about women that I have been preaching recently that they sound like attacks, but they're really just help. But it's just...
but that's part of my problem.
You got to give up, man.
But that's part of my problem. Even the help sounds like an attack, or it feels like an attack. So now you have to defend yourself for trying to help someone. It's like, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when you say, well, fuck it, just do what you want, you live in a world where you get it residually. I don't know Eddie Curry. He ain't my Curry cousin.
Right.
I'd rather Steph, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure.
But his situation makes it to where, damn, you paid $1 million and this woman is so greedy. She says, nigga, fuck that $1 million. That was a gift. Now, how about the $1 million for your kid? And then there's a judge go, yeah, nigga, it was a gift. We
But
live in,
see,
that's residual.
That makes me mad at like the system more than women.
But yes, but naturally, sadly, you are then mad at the people who get to use that aspect of the system. These white people, I just saw this shit that these white person said. But the reason it's for white and it's from white people is because they're the ones who've been able to utilize it.
Yeah.
So it's
Like
granted.
the state gets paid when child support gets paid.
Yes. So that's why that $1 million you gave her.
I don't even know how that works. Like, seriously, how does that work? What are you taxing her? You can't tax her because you've already taxed me.
I don't know.
Yeah. And but I'm not
don't
surprised. Man, let me tell you about something I was having the other day. All right. I'm playing Xbox with two of my white friends.
Shout them out.
Okay. And I was talking to them and I was saying that this is a conversation me and you would have. I might have missed you then. You know, I'm talking to niggas I don't even know in real life. Hey, pass the ball. Let me tell you about life, man. I'm going through some shit. But no, I'm like, in this country, have you ever noticed that, like on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, you never see, damn, it's NFL playoff games on right now that I'm not watching. I am focused on the Jags. Anywho, oh, you never notice that on YouTube or TikTok or Twitter, you never see like a translation of the news from another country talking about us. So I think, okay, because if you think logically,
Yeah,
right?
they call it propaganda.
Get your ass arrested. But I think that other countries don't like us, for starters, right? And I think that it's obvious that other countries don't like us. And then my white friends were like, no, I think other countries like us. And I was like, well, why y'all think that? I was like, well, because we do things like we help out in certain wars with countries and blah, 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 and blee, 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 right? And I said, okay, hear me out. So you mean to tell me that America goes and helps other countries in a war that they're in?
Kindness of their heart.
When I say, nigga, that is the exact phrase that I said. That cost us billions of dollars out of the kindness of their heart when there's American citizens that sleep on the ground at night, right? I was like, I'm sorry, but that don't make no sense to me. I said, there's something they're getting from this.
Of course.
And they're not telling it to us. And whatever it is that they're getting is worth more than what they had to pay to go over there. So it's got to be something pretty big.
Big. And you would probably not feel the same way if you knew what they was getting from you.
Right. But I say all that to say this. I bet other countries know, and that's why we don't never hear their news.
I guess that's my point. Them other countries know what's being taken. So they're like, oh, no, I don't fuck with them niggas at all.
They know there's regular civilians over there getting killed and shit for some shit. I'm telling you,
That's
bro.
why you can be an American in certain places and they just won't whip your ass.
Yes, but also, right? Let's say that they are doing it out of the kindness of their heart. Doesn't that show that they have no heart, that they would help someone in the Ukraine but not American citizens? You know? So it's like,
what kind of heart do you have that you help the neighbor while your kids starve?
No doubt. It would literally be like in your case, if you saw your neighbor literally sleeping outside because it's so hot and his electricity off because he ain't got money to pay his bill, and you drive downtown to help a homeless.
day.
your neighbor gonna
Man,
be
I just gotta help someone.
Your neighbor not gonna be like, what a guy. what a sweet man. He'd be like, goddamn, nigga, you heartless as fuck. I thought you didn't help me because you didn't have the means.
Not because you mean. No,
Come on.
but that's my point.
What is that to conclude?
If you tell the neighbor, he wouldn't be happy about it. And if the neighbor tells anybody else, he probably won't talk about your baby.
He's an asshole. So that's kind of my point. How could it be out of the kindness of their heart and we still consider them to have good hearts? It's like, even if it is out of the kindness of your heart, you're wrong.
But it's their fault. It's like, you've been slimy so long that I gotta think you slimy even when you're doing good.
Yeah. It's
and
like,
even if you ain't, it's your fault. I feel this
Andrew
way.
Tate said that when you talk about ruling the world, he said people, of course, would cheat to rule the world. He said, so you think the people that's in charge don't cheat?
Come on.
Yeah.
I say this shit, and every time that I can, it's like, man, everybody is just a body doing something.
Yes.
And when you think about that, and 50 Cent said it better than I just said it. He was talking about, I think he was talking about the PNB Rock situation, RIP, and he was explaining how PNB Rock, like, you don't know. He told it beautifully. He was talking about
your chain everywhere.
yeah, and he's like, but what about the nigga who's just like you? He just don't got a song.
Yep.
Like, so as far as you willing to go to protect it is as far as he willing to go to get it. And it's like, people don't put that into perspective.
No doubt.
If you was a cop, people say this all the time, man. If I was a cop and I pull over drug dealers, I would pocket that money. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. Dog, it's like, hey, my daughter just fucking got a DUI and killed 2 people, but I got pictures of you in blackface sucking dick, Mr. Senator. So you better get something done.
No bullshit.
It's like, this is why people do these things.
Now, I'm from a small ass town in East Texas, as you know. Shout out to the water.
Shout out to water, baby.
I remember when I was in high
And
school.
your sister and your daughter.
we had one like car dealership, right? And it was like 2 car dealerships. And literally, this is how country we are. Everybody that bought a car bought it from one of these car dealerships. My first car was from one of these car
like
dealerships.
Coke or Pepsi.
I got my first car loan because the dude that owned the bank, I went to school with his son. So his son was like, oh yeah, he cool, Dad.
Give him the 6-year.
They knew what it was like to be white one time, right? So one of the dudes was drunk, his son, and he went to school with me. He was like a grade ahead of me, right? He killed somebody, drunk, right?
My hypothetical is
no
your real.
bullshit, bro. It was like that shit never happened.
See what I'm talking about?
Like that nigga he missed school for about a week, and then that nigga was right back in that bitch. Like that nigga didn't go
keep
to
up
jail.
appearances.
Like they died.
I'm sorry. R.I.P. I'm sorry.
No bullshit.
But yes, and it's just sweep under the rug.
Yeah.
So how could you say a system that fuels that has any heart? It can't be a heart in there.
But I say
you'll
all of that to say the thing with that you said about the woman. The system is fucked up in every regard, and that is honestly the real problem. Which is crazy to me that the masses don't agree on that.
Because the masses, this is why I also don't mess with them. Because it's beneficial to you. It's beneficial to shut up about it.
No, it's not beneficial to the masses.
No, I'm talking about the ones that it benefits. So in this situation, it benefits women.
Okay.
So
but
they ain't gonna
when
uprise.
I say the masses, I mean more people than not.
Yeah, women are more people than not.
No, it's more men on.
No, it ain't. What women outnumber men like by a disgusting number, my nigga. It's not even like a 2 to 1.
Right.
It's like a fucking 28 or something.
Yeah,
Nigga.
you are right.
Crazy.
It's because yes, the reason I know this is correct is because they were talking about bitches being lonely. If everybody, yep, you're all right.
So
I thought it
have
was
to
the
start
opposite.
doubling and tripling
You're
up.
totally right. Okay, hear me out though.
Go ahead.
Okay, the people that this either doesn't affect or affects negatively, it does outweigh the people that benefit from this. Okay, but I'm not even saying like child support court, right? I'm saying like the workforce, how money works. The masses is more negative for them than it is for the people that it benefits, right?
Yes.
So I mean it more from that regard.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I kept it trapped in the child support.
So anyway, right?
We broadened it.
So my whole point is, it makes no sense that we don't all agree on the same page to have a problem with how that shit works.
I was talking to one of my clients.
How dumb we are.
I was talking to my clients the other day, and
That's
I was
also
like,
why I gave up on humanity.
But I was explaining just what you said. It's like, and we've heard this forever. We the people have the power.
Yes.
So why are we going along with shit?
Yes.
Because everybody's complaining now. The biggest complaint now, the mascot of the problem right now is eggs. Have you seen that? So apparently eggs cost.
Yeah, I seen.
So now the face of inflation is eggs.
Right.
So much so like the
I
new
seen somebody
memes
say
are.
they paid $9 for something a year ago and then $36.
Thank you.
Yeah, I seen that.
And no, not something. Eggs.
Yeah.
They were talking about eggs. So as I was saying, that's why the new shit is them niggas like bagging up eggs, talking about I got them eggs for the low.
Right.
So I told the nigga, I said, yo, right now, I said, let's pick Winn-Dixie of all people, you know, Southern people. Pick Winn-Dixie. If everybody say, hey, we ain't going Winn-Dixie for this week.
Yeah.
Just this week.
That's it, bro.
That's it.
Yes.
It's not forever. So buy what you
hey,
need
man,
on
shit
Saturday.
Need to change, yes, and we won't do it. Like somebody told me last week that they liked their job, right? And my response to them was, would you rather be at home or at work right now?
Woo! Not only that, the company right now saying, gotcha, bitch.
But it's crazy.
They want you to
because
love your
honestly,
job.
I feel like most people are like that.
Yes, because the indoctrination of people is working and has been working, which leads to more fucking sheep than ever before. Because the logic is, I sheep you, and then you raise a flock of sheep, who then raise a flock of sheep, and now the sheep's running shit. That's my point.
Stay in debt to us forever.
Yes, the real wolves.
Yes. Bro. So I'm like,
in sheep's clothing.
It annoys me when somebody say they like their job. Like if you worked at your job for a year or you worked at your job for 5 years and then you had enough money to quit and then you say, hi, I loved my job. I would be like, okay, I get that. But if you've been working at your job for a year and today you don't have no money, I don't see what there is to love.
Come on, they don't love you.
Exactly. Even if you just bad with money and you spent all the money, nonetheless, you don't have nothing for you go there for money. And if you don't have none after a year, what's to love?
What's the love? And hey, what's love got to do with it?
For real, I don't want to be here, goddamn.
be
Like
here.
for real. So I'm like, when people say that, I'm like, you're part of the problem.
Shit, again, I got 2 jobs. And I was at this one job, and this nigga got fired because he wanted to argue with another nigga. And I'm like, you're clearly here because you need money. And you gonna argue with a nigga over nothing?
Shit that don't have nothing to do with how you make your money.
You know what I'm saying? And now you can't make that money anymore.
I know
It's like,
2 people
what?
from my last job, like 2 sets of people. So 4 people. Okay?
A couple, 2
That
couples.
went and got tattoos together. And if I was still working at my job,
You would have got it?
I wouldn't have been there for 3 months yet.
But listen, man, you got to think too, right? People
turn their job into something that is not. I met my best friend.
That-
I met the
exactly.
president. My job rocks. It's like, okay,
That's
I
why
don't
I love
dispute
you,
none
man.
of that.
Thank
I
you.
don't dispute
That's
none of
exactly
that.
what I was trying
but
to
let's
say.
break the job down to its core.
They can't.
And to its core is, would you rather be here at home right
They
now?
can't.
And that's to its core.
That's the sheeping.
Yes.
They can't separate.
If you could pay me the exact same thing to be at home, would I rather be there? Yes. So you don't love it. You don't love it. Because that's loving it. Loving it is I'll do it for free. You don't
That's
love
an
it.
intern, nigga.
Yeah. Like you'll stay at home for free.
Yeah, you would. Sometimes it's all you got.
Yeah, I said this so many times. I say, I definitely everybody that I know that and I fuck with, right? Them niggas could be broke. And if they job said, hey, you cannot come to work for the next 30 days and we not gonna pay you, but you'll keep your job, would you say yeah? Every nigga I know would be like, oh, hell yeah, I know you would.
I'll figure it out.
I know you would. Like, nigga, your boy got a bucket.
All right, what we finna do?
Nigga feel like he won.
Nigga finna sell these eggs.
Like, for real, yeah. But that's my point to saying, nigga, you'll stay home for free. The only reason you go every day is because you have to find a new job. But if you had an opportunity to stay home for 30 days without pay, you would do it.
But this is why when people work from home, motherfuckers think you got it good as fuck, nigga.
yeah.
You get to get paid to stay home.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
actually, I do work here. You know, I still have obligations.
yes.
Yeah, nigga, but every time my lady try to explain to me how tired she is and how busy she is, I
Right.
always say, but you know what? You can have this conversation with me laying down in the bed.
No doubt.
I was like, that means
I don't
something,
give a
man.
fuck, man, what you do, unless you like a back-to-back call center operator. If you work from home, you do not work all day.
No, you don't. Dog, I was talking to the Disney lady because I was trying to get Disney ticket prices and I couldn't for some odd reason. So the customer service lady called me, right? And I'm talking to her. I was like, oh, hold on, let me grab that for you. She's like, all right, no problem. Take your time. Nigga, I heard, that bitch had a blender while she talking to me. And then, of course, it went dark.
I thought this bitch was in a car. Bro. I think I heard,
No.
yeah, let me get
Oh, I'm back.
Like,
Oh, hold on a
shut
second.
up.
Yes, I'm
Shut
still
up.
here.
You
The
don't-
woman in there making a smoothie while she talking to
That
me.
was my problem with my job. I was working at a call center.
Mm.
And I was like, see, my problem with this job is at a call center, them niggas hold you accountable for every second of the day.
Mhm.
Like when I worked at T-Mobile, I used to have whole days where I didn't do shit at work.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking like a whole day.
That's necessary,
Yes,
man.
bro.
That's necessary to keep
Yes.
your job.
Yes, bro.
You
No
need to
bullshit.
you need to have those
No
things.
bullshit. No bullshit.
You need to have them, man.
No bullshit.
So the other day, at one of my jobs, let's play it like that, niggas.
Don't know which one.
Don't know which one. I'm good as fuck.
I was shoveling shit. Oh, that's our job, bro.
The job.
Yeah,
So-
I was shoveling with him.
I was I kill it there. So
Uh-huh.
I feel like
I
I'm
already know which one
valued,
this is. Go
right?
on.
And then again, I just wasn't in the mood that day, so I just moving my feet.
Right.
Niggas like, hey man, you know they're watching you, man. I was like, so
Yeah.
right? But logically, I feel like, yo, what I'm taking away right now has nothing on what
No
I
doubt.
provide. So
No
leave me
doubt.
alone about
No
it.
doubt.
And that's just
Yep.
how I think about
Yep.
things.
Somebody told me at work one day, they said, dude, you smell like weed. I said, I don't give a fuck. And it's because I literally said, what are they gonna do?
Mm.
What are they gonna do? They're not gonna fire me. This motherfucker ain't even here today.
Whose job is safe and secure?
And it's like, okay, let's look at this from a logical standpoint. Would your job rather you not be here today and they pay you, or for you to come here and you smell like weed? It's a pretty obvious thing. Hell, it's fucking.
You ain't even said
700 of us
hi.
in
You
here.
said smell like weed.
No
I
bullshit.
might have catched the Uber.
Exactly. You don't know.
Of a very peculiar
Yeah.
young man.
And on top of that, it's like I can legally smoke weed.
Exactly.
My clothes just smell like weed, people. I get in a house full of weed when I put on it in the morning, goddamn.
Do you tell your other employees you smell like Pepto-Bismol?
Yeah, you smell like
Oh yeah. So don't bother me about my medicine.
Yeah, bitch. But yeah, and it's like you think you're doing me a favor. And it's like you've known me long enough to know I don't give a fuck. If I didn't want to smell like weed, I wouldn't smoke weed.
But my nigga,
Before I
if I was concerned about the smell, I would do like high school, take off my shirt,
Exactly.
put on some deodorant and rub some oils.
Like, no, nigga, I went outside and I smoked
Mint
weed
oil
and I
and
came
shit.
back. If I don't smoke weed, I'm gonna leave. All right, so what do y'all want from me?
But that's what it is. It's the sheeping. This nigga seeing sheep away from the flock, and he's like, "Hey man, you got to get back to the flock." And nigga, fuck that flock,
right.
nigga. I ain't one of y'all sheep.
Hell, weed
I'm
is
the black
legal.
sheep, nigga.
Weed is legal, and they didn't drug test us to work here. What do you want from me?
Mhm.
What do you want from me? I have two things working in my favor. I legally smoke weed, and you didn't drug test
The
me.
only problem I'm having actually right now is your ass.
Slow down. I
Thinking-
literally was like, I don't give a fuck.
But that's what I mean with the sheeping, man. It's like they got him, man, and they got too much more of them.
and they
you know what I'm
need
saying?
us. I even told her that. I said, they need us.
We ain't been here for a while, and Andrew Tate got arrested, right? And I bring this up to you and the
I
Raw
was
Hype because
literally about
I
to say
only know about him through you,
Yeah.
right? But I always like to say this, man, with everything, he's necessary.
Yeah.
Just like I thought Kevin was necessary. R.I.P.
Even though me and Andrew Tate are very, very different,
Come on.
there's never been a celebrity in the history of my entire life that says more of the exact same things that I say than Andrew Tate.
So this is what I'm saying.
No
That
one.
don't mean you agree with him 100%
Nah.
because logically he ain't you. So hey,
Nah,
you
we're
should
very
never agree with anybody 100%.
Nah,
But
we
you
are different.
can't ignore the percentage that he does bring to the table because it's a necessary
Yeah, the nigga
percentage.
batting pretty high with the shit he was saying.
To me, at least.
Yeah.
And here's when I say words like to me. It's because I don't feel like I'm no full sheep. I might be like part sheep, part wolf or something.
Right.
I'm like a liking or something. Nigga.
Cat dog.
I say that in the sense of like, I love to see wolves out here wolfing
Yeah, me too.
because there's too much sheep.
Yeah.
And the sheep,
Yeah.
and women are the shepherd.
Yeah. You seen Pearly?
Who's Pearly? The white girl?
Yeah.
No, I mean like seen her.
Like you heard her shit.
Yeah, again, through you. Well, by you, through you.
Right.
So she popped up and I was like, man, I love this little white girl, yo.
Yeah.
And you're like, who is it? And I send you a video. She's like, oh, yo, that's Pearl.
That's Pearl.
But, speaking of, man, beautifully said. Pearl is the reason why I gave up on women and men's relationship. So shout out to Pearl. Pearl, we got to get you on the Raw Hype or you get us on that
Pearly
show.
things, I think it's called.
See?
Yeah.
Because she was talking to some women.
Yeah.
And the things they were saying, man, I'm like, yo, she's a white woman
Yeah.
telling them this.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna believe it from a nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna believe it from a black
I found
woman.
out like within the last 3 or 4 days that people hate her.
They hate. No, I found out then and there.
I didn't know that people hate her.
Hype. This is why she helped me stop fucking with him, because I realized they don't hate her. They hate that message.
Yes.
No matter who gives the message, they villainize them. So when you villainize a white woman, I go, yeah, it's nothing. I can't do shit.
I'm telling you,
I can't do
it
shit.
makes you give up on it because honestly, she doesn't say, like, all right, she said something recently, and this is, you know how they steal people's clips. I don't want to say she said it recently. I saw it recently, and I understand how people attack it. Okay, what she said is she was saying, well, women get cheated on. And then they just say, oh, no, I got cheated on. But they never see, what did I do? She says, were you giving him sex on a regular basis? Were you doing this? Were you doing this? Were you doing this? Were you doing this? Right? And then people viewed it as like, you know, she's victim blaming or she's giving men an excuse to cheat. Right? And in a vacuum, I understand those comments.
Understood.
But being a person that understands the totality of that
Half
statement.
wolf, half sheep, cat dog.
You should not do
I
But if you understand the totality of the situation, I understand what she's saying. And it's because women always view every situation like they're never to blame.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Thank you. So that's what the message is, accountability at the end of the day. So when you say with Pearl,
Kevin Samuels message.
it's the same message.
Yeah.
So the point with what you said with the Pearl is like, when they say, what did you do to be cheated on, essentially? The reason why I don't agree with that is because you don't know the relationship between that man and that girl.
Right.
What if he doesn't want her as his girl? Right. He's just fucking her. So when he goes to fuck someone else, to her, she's being cheated on.
Right.
Because to her, they're together.
Yes.
But to him, they might not be.
Okay. I hate to say this, but to me, in a situation like that, I'm always gonna blame the woman. Like, it mind you, if it was a guy and the situation was flipped, I'm gonna blame the guy. If you say, well, I thought she was my old lady, but turns out that she's a whore. It's like I literally having a conversation recently, and I was telling somebody that that I never have to worry about like things like letting somebody borrow money and they don't pay me back, right? And then they were like, well, what if you think that they're trustworthy or you think this and you think that? And I was like, well, that'll never happen to me. And it's like, oh, well, you just know everything,
See,
right?
that's where it goes.
And I was like, no, it's not that I know everything. It's that if I don't know, the answer is no. I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
The answer is no.
No bullshit. I didn't even think of that. But that's such a perfect response. If I'm giving the money, it's because I know.
Exactly. So, yeah.
If I'm on the fence, it's a no.
Exactly. So it's like, that might only be one motherfucker.
That's dumb and proof.
Yes. So it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't know that I wasn't his this or I wasn't his that. Well, you need to do whatever it takes for you to know for sure. And then if you've done that, then
you have your valid point.
Exactly.
Because then at that point, now he cheated on his girl. And he made whatever. At that point before, if he don't know he cheating on his girl, how is he labeled a cheater?
And also another thing that people don't want to face the reality of is that I hate to go back to these old raw hypes, man.
Real fast. Somebody said the other day, man, y'all used to go wild out on women, man. I said, yeah, man, but we evolved. And then I thought about that with my new energy, and I was like, nah, man, fuck them.
It ain't two niggas going hard on bitches right now like we need them to. It's not.
Continue.
All right, so anywho.
No, fuck that, nigga. Ain't no we mean this.
What was we talking about now?
Bitches.
No, but what was we just talking? Oh, yes. Is that a man is not supposed to only fuck one woman for his whole life.
It's not nature. It's not natural. It's not right. It's not.
And when a woman fucks someone else outside of her relationship, it is completely different from a man fucking somebody else outside of their relationship, man.
It's not the same.
And it's not fair to treat it as it's the same. It's just wrong. And I know you get bashed for saying this, but it's wrong.
But give me a quick second. So this doubles back on back to what we were saying with, I blame the system.
Yes.
Granted, the women have to wear the brunt of the issue, but it's the system.
Yes.
The system makes it to where that man has to lie to you.
Yes.
In order to try to fuck you. And
Yes. And we also need to stop acting like men don't just want pussy.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes. And the reason that men only want pussy is because most women have nothing to offer but pussy.
Come on now, let the church say amen. That ain't
Yes.
an amen.
Every man would like to be in a relationship with a loving woman that he loves.
And then fuck anybody he would like to fuck
But
whenever
that is
he
not
would.
the same as saying every man wants to only fuck one person for the rest of their life.
The same.
They're not even
Nowhere near
the
the same.
same kind of, but for a woman, they are.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. The communication is impossible.
Yes.
We're speaking two totally different languages. So all we got
Yes.
now is interpretation.
Yes.
And with
All right.
interpretation, you're going to get shit wrong.
So one time I was fucking this married bitch, right? And I fucked her the day before she got married. Okay. Then she went to Miami with her husband for their honeymoon. About a few weeks later, she then takes me to the same place that she went with her husband, because I'm assuming the whole time she would have wished it was me. Okay? She's paying for everything. She buys me everything. She's an older woman. I'm having a blast. Okay.
Mm.
So then we're sitting down, we're eating some food, and she says to me, I think I've said this story before, but she says to me, I want to ask you a question. I want you to be totally honest with me. I can handle it.
No, you can't.
I said, okay. She said, if for any reason me and my husband weren't together, what's the chances of me and you being together? And I said, 0%,
Mhm.
right? And she gets teary-eyed.
Of course.
I said, okay.
Mhm.
But why wouldn't it be 0%? I'm already fucking you. You already buy me everything that I want, and you clearly can't be trusted.
Hey, look who you treat the ones you're committed to, ma'am.
Yes.
You want me to
Yes.
take his spot?
Yes. You feel me? So my whole point about that is like, right, when you, as the woman, you had to care for this nigga in some kind of way because you married him.
Yep.
But you fucking somebody else, you fall in love with the other nigga that you fucking.
Yep.
And the reason that you fall in love with the other nigga that
Simultaneously.
and the reason that you fall in love with the other nigga that you're fucking is because the obvious reason, he's better than the guy that you're dating. Why is he better than the guy that you're dating? One, he knows he's in a competition with the guy. The guy at home doesn't know he's in a competition, so clearly he's losing it.
He's waiting to
Tonight-
get fucking fitted for the tux while
exactly.
you getting fucked.
Exactly.
Continue.
All right, so tonight the Jacksonville Jaguars play the Los Angeles Chargers in a football game, right? If the Chargers just out there playing around and having fun and not knowing that they keeping score, I'm 100% sure the Jaguars are going to be the better team tonight, okay? So you have that, and then on top of that, he only deals with you in small doses. So the easiest way for him to keep you happy is a good morning, beautiful. He don't have to deal with you. You sending him nude pictures. Ooh, you looking so good. Nigga to
He
see
don't
your
see that
ass
all
every
the
day.
time.
He not saying that shit, right? And it's because it's old and it's tired, so it's a similar way to why a guy would want to fuck someone else.
Same.
But you don't want to fuck someone else. You want to be in love with somebody else. And it's because at first you might just, oh, he's my work guy. But when you start fucking him, you're going to get feelings for him. And people try to act like that's not real. It's real.
It's real. It's real on both ends.
Yes.
It's just women got better practice with their feelings and emotions, so they
And
can
then, like,
handle.
let's say a man is fucking somebody, like it's his secretary. He's fucking his secretary, and he still start to really like her. He developed feelings for her. They'll never be comparable to the feelings for his wife.
Can't.
They won't.
Because they're on two different roads, man. They're on
Yes.
two different wavelengths.
Like when a man start to get feelings for somebody outside of his wife and shit, he do like Christopher Watson, kill his wife. That's how rare this shit. That's how rare this shit happens. Nigga don't even know what to do and shit. Hey babe, she's dead. What? But like seriously, bro, that's how rare this shit. A nigga don't even know what to do with this situation. Bitch, like I'm finna leave this nigga and clean him out. But you know what
You
I'm saying?
could have just left her. Well, I didn't know what
Man,
to do.
That nigga that had no examples or nothing. Women have all kind of examples what to do. But I'm not playing. That shit is for real.
Yes, it is.
That is the recipe for 90% of the time. If someone else is fucking your bitch, she gonna fall in love with that person.
Absolutely. Because she's fucking him for a reason.
Yes.
So even if she falls in love
Yes.
for that reason,
Yes.
certain things, certain men and people be with other people for like one skill.
Yeah.
Oh, she cooks really good,
Yes,
or
bro.
he fucks really good.
No
like, oh yeah,
bullshit.
but you smell stinky, you got bad
Yep.
hygiene. Yeah, but that dick good
Yep.
when it's clean.
That nigga know, and that nigga know something about you that she won't never tell you. She'll divorce you before she tell you.
Bitch, a lie about it too
I
before
can't
she
stand
said
the way this nigga cooks. You come home like, baby, you want me to cook? It's like, nah, I get it tonight. And then she texts me like, this nigga asked me he want hell no. Hell
Shit,
no.
he don't know what you like. You want me to bring you over some noodles? Should I meet you down by the parking lot? The bitch will risk it all for some noodles.
It's the truth though, bro. But you know me. Also, at the same time, I do blame men for that woman not communicating with them like that. Because a lot of time, I don't want to say it's men's fault, but you got to dig it out of them.
That's just about to say. It's like that's why some men give up, because some women in certain situations you got to dig too deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but this is where the pressure becomes on men. If you gonna find a woman and pick a woman, you got work to do.
Yeah.
Just like with her.
Yeah.
We all got work to do. You have to now make a better decision of who you hiring. Are you gonna hire the nigga who gonna come to work, but he might be high, smell like weed? Or you gonna hire the motherfucker who call in for a week straight and don't show up to work? It's like, that's on you in the hiring department. You can't say, oh, you a fucking shitty employee. Well, you're a shitty hirer.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have hired me for this job.
Yes, bro. But women, man, they just don't care in the way that men do.
Which goes back to society. They don't have to.
No, they don't.
They don't
care.
have to.
And the way that they care, you said this the other day. I said the way that men care and the way that women care are different. Like men care in a way that's more like logical and realistic, as crazy as that sounds. And then you were like, yeah, women care in their own way. They care in a way that benefits them. And I wholeheartedly believe this.
Yes, man.
I wholeheartedly believe this.
Women that keep you around because of how you make them feel.
Yes, bro.
So I care for
that's
you
my slogan.
as long as you keep making me feel the way you make me feel, which makes sense.
Yes. We was talking about this the other day, right? We was like, you know how you just know that women don't give a shit about nobody? I said every woman that I've ever known that's had kids put me in front of those kids before.
Absolutely. And most men can give you that same story.
Most men can give you that same story. Like, I've literally fucked a bitch while her baby was in a crib beside us.
No, I wasn't gonna say ditto. I fucked a bitch in her baby's room while she had the baby in the other room watching TV. Why you couldn't go put the baby in his room and watch TV?
Let me finish my story.
That seems a bit much.
I fucked a bitch on a couch while the baby was in the crib right beside the couch. Then I came home and text my mans to text her, and he texted her and went over there and fucked her while the baby.
See what I'm saying? Oh, real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, because that's terrible.
Sorry, but
that's fucking terrible.
You can't convince it. Like, this was like 7 years ago.
Long time
You can't convince me that she cares about that kid today. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not convinced that I haven't seen her on that baby since.
So, real quick though, this is why I feel like we cat dogs, right? Because people who haven't had experiences like we're naming can't understand why we can't treat women the way you do. Why we can't
fucked the woman
see
while her baby was right there. I fucked the woman the day before she got married. Like, I've had bitches that I fuck somebody else and I didn't know type of shit. You feel me? So it's like, wherever you can be in the situation, I've been there.
That's my point. And you know what we call that? Experience.
Yes, bro.
Just as you gave, I fucked a married bitch who had just recently got married. Husband went off and I was fucking her.
Yes.
Sadly, I didn't know. I did. But my point is, when you experience things like that, in those levels, I didn't fuck the bitch who kicked the kid out of the room.
Yeah.
Like all these types of things. I can't feel for them and view them the way you do because you've never seen them in those settings.
If you're not getting the moral of the story here, the moral of the story is, if you don't give a fuck about your kid, you can't give a fuck about me. It's just not possible. And if you do give a fuck about me and you don't give a fuck about your kid, you're not the type of person I want to give a fuck about me.
Or I don't like how you care. The way you care doesn't line up with me.
Women's love and care be a punishment too often.
Oh my gosh, we here today.
A punishment too often. All it comes with is chores.
That's all it is.
No bullshit.
In different avenues.
Yes.
I saw this girl big her up. I ain't gonna call her out, but she might be listening. She didn't give her man sex for a week because she wanted him to fix a closet. And then on the last night, he's like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? You ain't giving me no pussy. She's like, well, where's the closet ain't fixed, nigga? The nigga she's like, but you can fix it when you can. Nigga got up in the middle of the morning, 1 o'clolock, grab his tool shit and start fixing the closet. And then at the end, she's like, all right, I got to get offline, guys. Finna go fuck them. So my whole thing is like,
when I say that would never, ever, ever happen to me, like, not like my old lady not fucking me for a week is her way of saying, please go fuck as many hoes.
But see, that's what allows women to bother men, because their logic is, if I ain't fucking for 2-3 days, he gonna look for it elsewhere. So it's like, even though what you're saying is right, it's not always right.
But peep game, bro. I seen a statistic that said like 80% of men between the ages of 18 to 32 haven't had sex in a year or are a virgin. Right?
You see what I'm saying?
So
man?
then I was just like, I can't believe this. Can't believe this. I
See
can't
what
believe
I'm
this.
saying?
I can't believe
I
this.
can.
Right?
Sheep don't
and
fuck.
Then I heard Andrew Tate and Pearl and them talking about women want men that other women want. Right? So they said that that 20% of guys is fucking all the hoes. And that's why men ain't faithful. Because that 20% of guys is fucking all the bitches. And it's just like, these the niggas that y'all want. And it's crazy because that's how women are. Women, like there's niggas that ain't no bitches interested in.
None.
There ain't no bitch that ain't no niggas interested in.
None. We say it as men all the time. We've seen women that go, nigga, you fucked her? We see niggas fuck women with no legs and shit.
I've gone out of my way to fuck an unattractive woman.
See what I'm saying?
I'm tired, but I'm on my way.
Dog, I had to fuck an unattractive bitch taking one for the team.
Oh, that's the main reason I've ever had to do it.
But this is my point. A nigga a fuck.
Oh, yeah. Like I said this so many times. If one of your homeboys hit you up and say, hey, nigga, I got 2 hoes, nigga. They fucking, man. Come fuck with me. I said, nigga gonna be like, all right, what time? Nigga not gonna say, hey, what they look like? Are they cool? Are they nice? Are they wife? Nigga gonna be like, all right, what time?
Pull it up.
No bullshit.
But goes back to my point again. We just talk, not to brag on
shout
our
out to my dog. I ain't gonna even say no, but shout out to him.
Not to talk or brag on our fuckings, right?
Right.
But go back to our cat dogginess. We can't fathom a world where niggas ain't fucking from 18 to 30 plus for over a year or virgin.
Can't.
When, again, so I'm saying it's the viewpoint.
Yes.
We have fucked bitches by mistake.
Yes.
And shit. So it's like,
no bullshit.
you can't tell me a nigga went a year trying to fucking can't. Like, so we can't see what they see and they can't see it through our eyes.
Bro. It's hard for me to imagine that.
So them dudes, they go and they simp and they do flagrant shit to try to steal the pussy from a bitch, steal her feelings. Like, yo, she's gonna love me as a friend.
That's
and then
why
she's
the
gonna
game fucked up.
That's why the game is fucked up. Because women don't care. They'll ask a dyke about a man's point of view. Like, hey, man, she plays one on TV. She don't fucking know how nigga feel.
That's the best in it. He said, you ever been at the grocery store and you see those magazines that say 100 ways to please your man? He said, by some lady.
Like, bitch, how you know?
He was like, there's 3 ways to please a man. Then he basically said, like, fuck him, feed him, and leave him alone. You know what I'm saying?
The Holy Trinity.
But it's like, for real, bro.
But that's why the game fucked up hype. It's so women going from a man's point of view, from a sucker nigga who want to just get her. So he's going to give the best glowing review. So she's going to think that that's honestly what it is. So when she meet a wolf or a cat dog and he's like, oh, well, I'll just fuck somebody else. You want me to fuck you? What?
Yes.
You think I'm going to fuck you after you done fuck somebody else? Yeah.
No
Get the
doubt.
fuck out of here. Men ain't shit. And then he go back to, I told you men ain't shit. That's why you need to fuck with me.
But
nigga, I can't fuck with you. No bitches want you.
I hate it because of what we did is we got back to it's really men's fault.
It always gets back there. Because
That's
the
why I
men's
don't bash
supposed to
women
lead.
like I used to, and it's because I've given up on them.
It goes back to what you said earlier. It's the system.
Yes.
We're mad at the system, but the system is represented by women. I think that just went off. Might have been the
oh yeah, the SD card is probably full.
Probably full. Hope we're still going over here.
I hope we're still going strong.
Well,
man.
we're still going strong here though, so we can start
But
rapping.
yes, bro, that's the problem, bro. It's the system is fucked up.
System is fucked up.
So it's like if bitches are saying stuff like, we want this, and this, and we say, hey, you don't deserve this, but some lame will give it to him, even though they don't like that lame, the fact that he would give it to him is what fucked the game up. And then what fucked the game up on the reverse end is that y'all don't like the lame that do this.
That's the point. So y'all are accepting stolen goods
Yes,
from this
bro.
criminal who you
Yes.
wouldn't even want to be seen with.
Yes.
But you're taking it as validation. Like, see, he thinks this.
Yes.
You don't give a fuck about what he thinks. You don't. But you want to be able to use it as firepower to come to a fucking cat dog and then say
Man,
something like,
I truly don't even know if we
I
getting
need
it
to be
all."
loved before I can. And then I get shitted on, right? Because again, all I did was shed my new skin
Right.
and wear my old shit, right? So my point is, when I tell motherfuckers, a woman don't want what she says she
Oh,
wants.
no.
It sounds away.
Yes,
But
it does.
I have to pretend that what I'm saying ain't a fucking fact.
Yes.
By motherfuckers who don't even have the information or the experience I
agree.
have as to why I gave
agree.
the example.
Yes, I made a TikTok about that one time. I was like, Andrew Tate gives good advice, but it's not for y'all niggas.
You did.
Yeah, it's not for y'all. Y'all the niggas that's fucking up the game.
Y'all fucking
yes.
up the game.
Yes, bro.
And it's
Niggas be begging these hoes to chill with them.
this is what's making what I'm saying sound negative and fucked
Right.
up. I ain't saying niggas ain't shit, but they ain't.
No.
But niggas have been forced to not be shit because y'all making ain't shit niggas look like niggas.
Because it's
They
the
niggas
game
in-
of I have to pretend like I want to be with you to fuck.
Yes, because you've said and
So
I
now
have
I'm cheating.
No, but hype man, I've had to listen to women say they don't fuck on the first night while fucking them on the first night.
Too many times.
So it's like you're telling me this to see or if I believe it.
Yes.
And when
But
I
shit,
show you I know it ain't real, you go, oh, he knows the master code.
But a lot of times is,
Let me let him in.
I don't fuck on the first night, mean I fuck on the second night. So it's like perfect. Let's get this chillers out the way. And then night 2, you straight to the crib. I'm never taking you out again. You know that'll be some shit I do.
But
One
that's
chilies to the crib
But-
from the next 3 years till you realize I don't give a shit
so
about
then she ends up feeling used. But you force me to put you in this position. You know when you talk to a woman and when a woman talk to a man, you know these people's intention. By
Can I
wo-
interrupt you though
Go
real
ahead.
quick? They do end up feeling used, but not with me. And the reason that it's not with me
'Cause
is
you don't
just because
talk
I
to
got
them
game.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. But no, I mean,
And it ain't even bullshit,
Listen,
it's real.
she might not wear that she feels used, but she
Right.
puts it in the back of her mind. So when the next guy comes, she's like, man, I let that cute freckle-faced nigga treat me like this. I need to put some more parameters around what I want. So now you got to go on a date with me for a month before you can get this.
Yeah,
But
see-
here-
I get
again,
that. I get that.
you know what a motherfucker intentions is.
Yeah.
So but if I come to you and I go, man, oh man, you looking wonderful today, man. I see you around here. You be buying books and shit all the time, and I just see what you've been reading because I'm trying to get into what you've been. That sounds totally different from say.
Oh, for sure.
Look at that motherfucker with that fat ass,
I feel like I've treated every
Hey.
woman I've dealt with well.
baby.
I haven't treated all of them great. I've treated them well.
But because you play the game on a different level.
for sure.
You the type of nigga, right, who can play like, you know them kids who just mash buttons and shit?
Yeah.
They'll beat your ass for a round, but then you realize, okay, I can't play this person like a natural skilled person. I got to play this person like a motherfucker who just mashing buttons.
Right.
And then you just stay there, Hadouken,
Right.
Hadouken,
Right.
Hadouken,
Right.
Hadouken. You're dead. So you will provide the least effort needed to get the result.
Respect, yeah.
So that's why you can come. You have a base standard of being a good person because
Yeah.
you're a good person.
Yeah.
But I also know being a good person in these moments to you gives you more credit to me, which
Right.
allows me to fuck on you quicker.
Right.
So I'll do
Exactly.
that because what do I lose?
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
I don't fuck on you, you had an experience with a nice person who you just didn't let
Right.
fuck on
Exactly.
you. And if I do fuck on you, you don't feel bad because
Yeah.
you just let a nice nigga fuck on
No,
you.
yeah, no doubt.
That's a different level of the game.
Yes.
Even me just explaining this to these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, they don't get that level of the
true.
game.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And I'm a level of the game to where I could teach the game.
Oh, me
But the
too,
game is
Jesus.
so elaborate that you can teach it to a nigga who don't realize he's being taught, and the game
Yes.
would just
And it's
disintegrate.
a very simple game.
But they think it can't be that simple.
I always tell people
If it was that simple, I wouldn't have not fucked for 12 months, nigga. What do you mean? It's hard out here.
if you have your own place, you can bag bitches.
That's number one.
To me, that's the only thing that you need to bag bitches.
Bitches are fucking a car. So I get your point. You start off at a way higher rate if you got a house.
I was
But
about to
just
say,
know.
if bitches are fucking
You
a
don't
car,
need it.
you Gucci as fuck if you got your own place.
But no, that's what I'm saying. This is for them niggas who don't got a place but got a car. You ain't out of the game, homie. You just got a place.
You need to leave them hoes alone if you ain't got your own place.
But that's all I'm saying,
You need
man.
to leave them hoes alone.
I said a lot here, but my ultimate point is it's the system that we are continuing to feed into, which is leading to why we are separating further and further. So an ally that y'all once had who was trying to bridge the gap between men and women, I feel like now I'll just take my knowledge of the game and utilize it to the best of my ability because the niggas don't want to get helped because they sucking and simping and fucking up their pimping. And the women don't want to get helped
they don't need
because
it.
they don't. Thank you.
Yeah. The game.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank
that's
you.
True.
This is why them old pimps and shit used to say the game's to be sold, not told. And it's because think about a pimp's position, right? We could get up out of here. And we gotta get what that nigga named Nadilac the pimp. We gotta get him on here, boy. Hey, Amp, tell Nadilac he gotta pull up on us, man. But think about it from the pimp's perspective, right? I got a bitch fucking on niggas and bringing me the money. Right? Then think about the pimp looking, man, this lame ass nigga just gave this bitch $500 that she's about to give to me for her to suck on his dick in the back of an alley or in the hotel room that he paid for.
Yep.
What do you think his view on people would be? Women and men. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm seeing like I can't love the woman as highly as I want to, because I see how low she can go that will benefit me. And I can't look at you as a real man when I know you'll go spend your kid's home hungry, but you'll give it to her not knowing she gives it to me. Pimping bitches.
Hey.
All I be doing, pimping bitches.
Hey.
All I can do is pimp these bitches.
Hey.
It's all I be doing. Your life get ruined if you ain't out here pimping bitches.
Hey.
All I can do is pimp these bitches.
Hey.
Free Andrew, pimp these bitches. Oh. Go ahead and tell him a little story, man.
Well,
Get him dog.
let me tell a little story about a job I used to have. I had a whole bunch of bitches on the corner, do the math. I done had to stack them up, and I done bought a new pad. I done bought a new car. What type of Cadillac? You know what a pimp drive, know what a pimp roll. I be looking after hoes, walking on that pimp stroll, saying go and get my money. Go hop in that Honda. I'm gonna have to go and show them hoes my anaconda. Yep, they my hoes and one my bottom bitch. I'm gonna take her to the place and we gonna go get rich, and she ain't never
Eating dollars.
Hey.
Where them hoes, you know we can make them holler.
Hey.
It gon' cost an extra $100 if you wanna swallow.
Hey.
Oh, cause we all about that mighty dollar.
Hey.
Gon' follow a nigga, I'm on that hoe stroll. What you doing out here, nigga? I'm doing hoe patrol. I got my hoe in control. What you want, a handy J? I can make that happen. What kind of money you working with? 100 pie capping. You gonna go around that block? You gonna pass by that garbage can. She gonna whip out your cock, and she gonna start just by using hands. She gonna spit on the top, and you know what's coming on. If you want her to finish strong, nigga, 25 long. Gotta tip it.
That's pretty good, man.
Hey, what we out here doing? Pimping bitches.
Yeah.
All I can do is pimp these bitches.
Yeah.
Free Andrew, pimp these bitches. They say free Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He was changing these hoes' fate.
Hey.
They would talk about how they hate him, but still look at his pretty face. They be like, oh, he got a lot of money and he got them pecs. I know he misogynistic, but I still want to give him sex. Hey, girl, what's wrong with me?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Andrew Tate was on Pearly Things, right? And at the end, he was talking like 4 bitches, and all of them were talking about how great he was. I was like, see?
But this is my point, man. We made the point already, but that's the point. They hate him. They don't want him. He's a misogynistic piece of shit.
And they meet him and say,
But they want to fuck him.
cool.
Exactly.
Anyway, man, we got to get out of here.
We got to get out of here. Yo, Raw Hypers, we appreciate y'all. We miss y'all. We love y'all, and we hug y'all, man.
Bro, it's about time for me to head to the stadium.
Head to the stadium, baby. Go Jags!
And that's a clip from the Raw Hype Patreon. For more exclusive content, go to patreon.com/TheRawHype. Turn up, Steve.
Turn up, Steve.